Well, hello there, and good morning again. Now I will be some final impressions video on spring anime season series that finished um, yesterday, I think, or the day before. That I was watching, and the series was entitled Nanana Buried Treasure, or in Japanese, Ryugajo Nanana no Maizoukin. That is based in a light novel that is written by Kazuma Otorino with art by Akaringo. Um, Basically, the genre of this is kind of adventure, action, supernatural, romance, and comedy. Uh, the kind of, let's say, series or that I do enjoy. And there is already 7 volumes of the light novel, but the light novel is, let's say, fairly recent because it only started to be published in 13th of January in 2012. So it has roughly 2 years, so it's fairly new. Also, there are 2 manga volumes, and there is also a light novel, a side story by the same author. And then they kind of decided to make a series. I think that covers the two, three first volumes. I think, if I might be wrong, but basically it kind of tells the story of a guy called Juguyama that kind of moves to a special island uh, with all students, and because he is low in cash, he kind of goes to ship rent apartment, and there he meets a ghost of a girl that was Nanana Ryugajo, and basically she lives in the room after her assassination 10 years ago, and she does not knows the one that killed her. So basically she spends a lot of time playing video games and eating pudding. Uh, and eventually she kind of becomes in a way attached to this guy Jugo, and eventually this guy kind of joins the adventure club that basically is a bunch of students that is kind of searching for the several pieces of the Nanana's treasures, because during her lifetime Nanana was adventure member, a member of the adventure club, and she basically remembers all the hidden locations of the artifacts that she found. But she does not tell the people that came in contact with her what they where they are and what they do, unless they bring that objects before her, and then she kind of reveals what that object does. Um, then we have a very interesting character that is Tensai EQ, that is a female student and is kind of a master detective, as she likes to be portrayed. And indeed, she is very clever and smart, and she kind of solves the puzzles very quickly and connect the dots very quickly. And then she is kind of accompanied by a guy that usually dresses as a girl called Dark. That's very funny, the interaction between Darko and Tensai, and even with other characters. So it's kind of it's interesting. And then we have Ishin Yuga, that is the current president of the Adventure Club. And he kinda, at some point, he does betrays his allies because he wants an object of the collection, but he uses it and then the power is exhausted. And he usually is with two other guys, one girl called Yu Ibara and another third guy called Kagetora Tsurezune. And then we have, let's say, one of the main antagonists, that is a guy called Hihio Ikuzaba, that was a member of the Adventure Club, and he is kind of gathering uh, the treasures for his own agendas. And we have other characters, um, but the series is very enjoyable. Um, I say that it's very funny, and like I did say, I do enjoy the genres of comedy and in a way kind of romance, even if the romance part is kind of, let's say, present, yes, but not extremely present. But basically, the action, the adventure, and then the supernatural a bit, because Nanana is a ghost and such, and there are objects that have otherworldly powers and such. So this mix is kind of interesting, and I do enjoy the series. So if you are uh, someone that appreciates these kind of genres, give a try to the series because it's fairly funny, interesting, and it's not very complicated, and you do not need to sing over things over and over and over again. Um, so it's a very enjoyable series. So um, I like, and to finally, my final, uh, if I need to, let's say, give a rating to the series from 1 to 10, I will rate the series as 8. Um, it's a very enjoyable series. It's not complicated to watch, and you will have a good laugh sometimes, and you will also have a lot of action, a lot of situations. So it's interesting. So this is it. These are my final impressions on Nanana's Buried Treasure. Hope you enjoy. Stay well, peace, and see you soon.